It might seem sad what I'm about to say. I've been under the weather all day. I've got a migraine and swollen glands, and carpal tunnel in both my hands. And I feel clap along, but I feel like I sprained my wrist. I jump around, but I feel like I slipped a disc. I'd sing along, but I feel like I've got a swollen lip. I dance along, but I feel like I've broken a hip. Someone pass the milk of magnesia. Can't recall, but I think I have amnesia. Better quarantine the whole area. I think somehow I contracted malaria. And I feel a clap along, but I feel like I've got arthritis. I jump around, but I feel like I've got bronchitis. I'd sing along, but I feel like I've got laryngitis. I dance along, but I feel like I've got tendinitis. Bring me meds, I'm coughing. Bring me meds, my fever's too high. Bring me meds, I'm barfing. Bring me meds, I'm sick. Bring me meds, I'm sneezing. Bring me meds, blood pressure's too high. Bring me meds, I'm wheezing. Bring me meds, I'm sick. I clap along, but I feel like I developed la grippe. I jump around, but I feel like I've got post-nasal drip. I'd sing along, but I've got a sinus that's really a pip. I dance along, but I feel like I can't postpone a doctor trip. I clap along, but I'm feeling very, very stressed. I'd sing along, but I'm feeling clinically depressed. I jump around, but I just failed the rabbit test. I dance along, but I think I really need the rest.
Who day and night must take time from his golfing, commit a little treason, tamper with the votes, and who cons his way right into the White House so he could be the president. The Donald. Collusion. The Donald. Kofifi.
Who must know the way to spin the facts, fake news facts, alternative facts? Who brings the crazy that distracts from all the terrible things he does? The liars. Collusion.
The liars. Collusion. My emails prove that I went to a very secret meeting. Foreign government agents while Dad was tweeting. The son, collusion. The other son, the son-in-law, collusion. To whom does Donald reach out to hack and rig and fix American election for whoever Papa picks? The Russians, collusion. The Russians, collusion.
Bigly word collusion. Without collusion, my life wouldn't be as shady as a traitor on the roof.
In 2013, Alan Cumming electrified Broadway audiences with his one-man Macbeth. Now prepare yourself for the tour de force of the season. The one-man Richard III, starring Pee Wee Herman.
Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by the son of York. And therefore, since I cannot prove a lover to entertain these farewell-spoken days, I am determined to prove a villain, and to hate the idle pleasures of these days. Ha! Remember our reward when the deed is done? Zounds, he dies! I had forgotten the reward. Where is thy conscience now? In the Duke of Gloucester's purse? A horse! A horse! My kingdom for a horse!
Murdery.
Hey, how you doing? This is Anthony Kruszewski coming to you from my Iron Throne in beautiful downtown Bensonhurst. I'm recapping Season 6 of Game of Thrones, and we continue this week with Episode 5, The Door. And spoiler alert if you ain't seen it yet. In Pike, it's Election Day, and Yara and Euron have a very familiar looking debate. Yara, in her armor pantsuit, does not have a personality like a ray of sunshine, but you know she's the most qualified person for the job. Hashtag, I'm with her. Euron is all like, I'm gonna build a new fleet, it's gonna be huge, it's gonna be tremendous, I'm gonna marry Daenerys Targaryen, she's blonde, she's beautiful, she was born in another country, I could kill my own brother and you would still vote for me. Yara, you're fired. At the House of Black and White, Jaqen H'ghar sends Arya to go whack an actress. So she goes to Shakespeare in the Park, but a girl has no name and a girl has no tickets to Hamilton, so she sees Baratheon instead. The play is a bizarro world recap of the first couple of seasons of Game of Thrones. In the dressing room afterwards, there's boobs and balls everywhere because there's no people like show people. At the Weirwood Tree, Bran and Raven Wan Kenobi go a-wargin and they see the touring company of cats. Grisabella, the glamour leaf, stabs a dude and he becomes the first White Walker, the Night's King. Later, Bran trips out on his own and winds up on the set of the Walking Dead Christmas special. Tommen also banishes Jaime to Riverrun, but first Jaime and Cersei indulge in a little sibling revelry, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. We start with a cold open in Amish country with a good old-fashioned barn raising. Wait, did I put on Witness by mistake? Or is it Deadwood? 'Cause there's Al Swearingen, swearing just a little less than usual. Sandor grabs his axe, and it looks like this hound won't be changing his spots anytime soon. Next we visit Boobapalooza in Volantis. Theon is missing little Theon more than ever. Yara gives him a pep talk, which basically is just convincing him that drinking as much as possible will solve all his problems. She then excuses herself for a little something, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. And Jaime almost single-handedly takes control of Riverrun. Get it? Single-handedly? Because he's only got the one. In this corner, Jon, pure as snow. And in this corner, Ramsay, the ultimate bastard, Bolton. Jon proposes he and Bolton fight it out mano a mano, and Ramsay, evil but not stupid, is all, yeah, no. They meet on the battlefield, which the Boltons have decorated with some nice mood lighting. Jon is almost drowned in a sea of dead bodies, while the rest are being crushed. It's almost as bad as Times Square during rush hour. Almost. And just as all hope seems lost, Jon beats the living snot out of the bastard, who at one point almost looks like he's enjoying it. What, are you kidding me? Jon notices Sansa and stops the pummeling. He gives Ramsey to his sister as a house rewarming gift. Ramsey is tied up in the kennel when Sansa visits. He's being all arrogant like he's gonna get out of this. Sansa's like, yeah, no. And reminds him that he hasn't fed the dogs and they're hangry. Plus, he's been nicely tenderized by Jon's beating. A couple of sniffs and it's Alpo time! Gibbles and bits, gotta get Ramsey's kibbles and bits. Karma is a doggy dish best served cold. At Disney's Haunted House ride, Arya stars in her one-woman Sweeney Todd. First in disguise, she feeds Walder Frey his own sons in a pie, and then, as Sweeney, she gives him a nice close shave. It's Frey. Try the Brothers Frey. It's the most revolting pie we've had all day. Back at King's Landing, Cersei has herself crowned queen. But, I wouldn't get too comfortable on the Iron Throne there, lady. 'Cause company's coming. And they ain't bringing cannoli.
How does a girl from Dale, Indiana,
get into showbiz, become a top banana?
go on tour with Oklahoma and South Pacific?
In Sound of Music, she was really terrific.
The world's gonna know your name.
What's your name, ma'am?
I am Florence Henderson. My name is Florence Henderson. And there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait. Just you wait.
In New York, you can be a big star. In New York, you can be a big star. In New York, you can be a big star.
In New York.
Then she went to Broadway.
Open the doorway.
In 1970, I made my film debut in the song in Norway.
In LA, you can be a big star. In LA, you can be a big star. In LA, you can be a big star.
In LA.
She got her break as a very lovely lady who wasn't shady.
Married a widower by the name of Mike Brady.
He had 3 boys.
She had 3 girls.
The youngest one wore her hair in curls.
Work, work. Marsha. Work, work. Jen. And Wendy. Work. The Brady sisters. Marsha. Cindy. Jen. Work.
She is Florence Henderson. She is Florence Henderson.
Dancing with the stars for you.
Dancing with the stars for you.
Never back down. She
Never learned to take her
time.
Oh, she's Florence Henderson. She is Florence Henderson.
America sings with
Will they know your versatility? Will they know your great ability? The world will know you.
Have a certain personality.
We fought with her.
Me, I worked for her.
Me, I married her.
you. We loved her.
Me, I also loved her.
And me, I'm the damn fool that did shots with her.
Work.
There's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait.
What's your name, man?
She is Florence Henderson.
He is the story of a lovely lady who is bringing up 3 very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold just like their mother, the youngest one in curls. He is the story of a man named Brady who was busy with 3 boys of his own. There were 4 men living all together. They were all alone. Till the one day when the lady met the fellow and they knew that it was much more than a hunch, that the group must somehow form a family. That's the way they all became a Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way they all became the Brady Bunch. Flow hand out, yo.
they told me, pum-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, pum-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum. Peace on earth, can it be? Years from now, perhaps we'll see the day of glory. See the day when men of goodwill live in peace again. Peace on earth, can it be? Every child must be made aware. Every child must be made to care. Care enough for his fellow man. Give all the love that he can. I pray my wish will come true for my child and your child too, to see the day of glory, see the day when men of goodwill live in peace again. Peace on earth, can it be? Can it be?
It's a precious thing, isn't it?
Yo, come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. Line. Patient.
Wow! Is that a baby? I love babies. They are so tender. Wow! Ow! That hurt. That really hurt. Hi, I'm Negan. Welcome to Cooking Vegan with Negan. Today we're going to make a garden salad with veggies donated by the Hilltop. Well, that looks so good it looks like it came from Carl's Dream Garden.
Hot diggity dog.
And Lucille, too, is going to pick out which veggie goes in the salad first.
Eeny, meeny, miny, Mo. Catch a tiger by the toe.
My mother said to pick the very best one. Now it's time for the rest of the veggies.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well, look at my dirty little girl. She's a fruit bat. Next, I'm just gonna scoop up all these veggies and put them in a bowl.
I hope you got on your salad pants.
Coming up next, my good buddy Rick is gonna come over and toss my salad, and he'll thank me for it. So stay tuned. Hey, how you doing? Anthony Khrushchevsky coming to you from my Iron Throne in beautiful downtown Bensonhurst. And I'm back, recapping Game of Thrones every week. And we start with episode 1, Dragonstone. Spoiler alert in case you ain't seen it yet. We start with a cold open, and it's cold AF. Walder Frey is holding court over a family reunion. Wait. What? Ain't Walder Frey dead? He's toasting, and they're drinking, and then they're killing over dead. Yup. It's Arya, the Goyle with no name but a million faces. She gets her revenge on the Red Wedding with the Red Reunion. Captain Jack Sparrow arrives from Williamsburg and, oh wait, that's Euron Greyjoy. And he's acting all like, hey bae, and Cersei's all like, nah, and Jaime's all like, why I oughta. Euron says he'll return with a gift. I hope he's not planning on regifting what Ramsay sent his Uncle Balon. Theon's thing in a box. Jon and Sansa have a sibling squabble about what to do about the Umbers and the Karstocks. Littlefinger tries to be all, hey bae, and Sansa's all like, nah. And Brienne is training Podrick how to use a sword that he's not proficient in, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. And then Thormund shows up and he's all like, hey bae, and she's like, oh no. The ladies just ain't having it. Brienne comes up to Sansa and they're both like, men, am I right? Messendre and Grey Worm. These last two have a private meeting of their own. And Grey Worm goes from being unsullied to very sullied, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. Lady Olenna sends Dany a meme. At Winterfell, Jon Snow decides to go to Dragonstone to get him some of that sweet, sweet dragon glass, even though Sansa warns him, it's a trap. He also tells her she's pretty. It's another reunion for Arya when she comes across her long-lost direwolf, Nymeria. She asks Nymeria to come home with her. But the wolf is all like, oh, you know, I've kind of moved on. I've got this whole new pack. But OMG, it was so great seeing you. Take care. She's all like, bend the knee. Bend the knee. And he's all like, pfft. Then he's all like, we need your help against the White Walkers. And she's all like, zombies? Pfft. And then he's all like, you know nothing, Daenerys Targaryen. And she goes, I'm the last Targaryen. And he goes, I'm not a Stark. And we go, mm-hmm. Auntie Danny finally allows him to mine her dragon glass. Is that anything like bending the knee? In King's Landing, Euron Greyjoy is being greeted like a visiting rock star. He's bought Cersei the gift that he promised. It's Ilaria Sand and her daughter Tyene. He tells Cersei he hopes she likes the gift because he ain't got the receipt. In the basement, Cersei has Ilaria and Tyene chained up. It's hard to know who to root for in this scenario because we really don't have a horse in this race. Cersei plants one on Tyene wearing the same kind of poison lipstick that Ilaria used to kill Cersei's daughter, Myrcella. Call it cosmetic justice. Kiss of Death by Qyburn. Cersei plans to keep Ilaria alive long enough for her to watch her daughter die and decay. She's so turned on by her evil deeds, she bends the knee for her brother Jaime. I hope she wiped off all that poison lipstick first. Ow. It's Bran. She asks, how you doing? And he's like, I'm the three-eyed raven. And she's like, okay. He then tells her he watched her horrific wedding night on his Raven cam. Awkward. After she takes the poison that Jaime gives her, she reveals that she was behind the deadly poisoning of their awful son Joffrey. In her last moments, she tells him, tell Cersei, I want her to know it was me. I will miss you, my little Queen of Thorns. Sansa leads Arya out to see Bran at the Weirwood tree. And the tree of the only remaining Starks are together again at home. And I ain't crying, you're crying. Sansa is watching with a look on her face like, what the what? My older brother came back from the dead. My younger brother is an android. And now my little sister is a freaking ninja? What, are you kidding me? At Dragonstone, Missandei is about to tell Dany what went on with her and Grey Worm when Lord Commander Buzzkill shows up. You got bad timing, Jon Snow. Drogon sees him coming and lets loose with some fiery dragon breath. At the last second, Jaime is pushed out of the way and into the lake. He's about 2 feet from shore, and yet he sinks like Jack at the end of the Titanic. Dany commands the surviving Lannister army to, anyone, Bueller? Bend the knee. Randall Tarley refuses, and as a consequence, faces Dragonfire. His son Dickon, right? It's Dickon? Dickon defends him. Now, Dickon seems like a pretty decent guy, so I think he's gonna turn out okay. Wah, wah. He's all like, I'm back, I'm healed, am I out of the Frenza? Oh, what, are you kidding me? Jon leads his dirty half dozen, let's call them a fellowship, against the White Walkers. No, the less evil White Walkers. That's better. At Winterfell, Blanche and baby Jane are still squabbling due to the manipulations of Littlefinger. Or are they out Littlefingering Littlefinger? Huh? The Westerosi Suicide Squad crosses the frozen tundra. There are a few faces we don't recognize, and you can guess that they're probably wearing red shirts under their fur. They come across an enemy I don't think they were expecting. The zombie bears. Oh my. Jon sends Gendry off to send a rescue Ravengram to Dany. Run, Gendry, run. Elsa leaves Olaf in Arendelle. Oh wait, that's Dany sporting her très chic winterwear ensemble. Elsa, Dany, is devastated, but she has to let it go. Let it go.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Later, John tells Danny that he is ready to bend the knee, and they start holding hands and making goo-goo eyes at each other, and we're like, are we supposed to be rooting for this? I don't know. Am I getting in the middle of something here? In King's Landing, the Avengers assemble for a big meeting at the Dragon Pit, which is apparently not a gay bar in the East Village. Everyone's already there when Danny makes her typically grand entrance upon Drogon. Cersei's trying to act like she's not impressed, and she's all like, "You're late." And everybody's all like, "Queen, please, you just waltzed in yourself." John and Danny have a chat where Danny tells John that she can't have any more children. John's like, "How do you know?" And she's like, "The village witch told me." And John's like, "The village witch? What, are you kidding me?" Hashtag foreshadowing. At Winterfell, Sansa and Bran summon Arya into the Great Hall. Sansa says, "You are accused of murder and treason. How do you answer these charges?" "Sir Baelish." Dun dun dun. Littlefinger's all like, "Wait, what now?" They accuse him of crimes including the murder of their Aunt Lysa. No, Lysa with an S, not Liza with a Z, because Liza with a Z goes nuts. Littlefinger begs for his life like the conniving little coward that he is. And they're like, you know what, we feel sorry for you, we're gonna let you go. Oh, just kidding. Arya slits his throat open. And good riddance to you, you jerk ya. Once upon a time there was an engineer. Choo-Choo Charlie was his name, I hear. He had an engine and he sure had fun. He used good and plenty candy to make that train run. And Charlie says, love that good and plenty. Charlie says, really rings the bell. Charlie says, love my good and plenty. Don't know any other candy that I love so well. And Charlie says, do-do, 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 do-do.
Discover a whole new world with Dizzy's Aladdin Say.
I can show you a world. Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Oh, so splendid.
Tell me, princess, when did
Princess Wendy.
you lost? Let your heart decide.
Hear your favorite songs and see old friends like Blue Genie. You ain't never had a friend like Blue Genie.
Oh, the blue genie lives on his back. The blue genie loves chimney pots. He's outrageous. He screams and he bawls. Oh, the blue genie. Let yourself go. Oh.
Dizzy's Aladdin Say.
This is Prince Ali, glamorous he. And I'm floating in the most peculiar way. On a magic carpet. Hit my head.
Who bit your head?
Chucky. Fucking Chucky.
Oh God.
My head.
Who bit your head?
Chucky. Fucking Chucky.
Oh God.
Hit my head.
Who bit your head?
Chucky. Fucking Chucky.
Oh God. When Mama was buried, they lived in a house. As psycho can be. Gypsy 2. Whatever happened to baby June?
I'm not a stripper. I'm an enthusiast.
But you are, Louise. You are a stripper.
Everything's coming up horror.
What a letter! What a letter!
Some people will turn away in terror.
Let me entertain you.
That was wonderful.
Let me make you smile. Let me do a few tricks. Some old and then some new tricks. I'm very versatile.
Whatever they do, they're gonna go through it together.
No, Louise, you'll never get away from me. From me! From me!
Gypsy 2. Whatever happened to Baby Jew?
Hey, how you doing? Anthony Khrushchevsky coming to you from my Iron Throne in beautiful downtown Bensonhurst. And I'm recapping the 8th and final season of Game of Thrones. And we begin tonight with episode 1, Winterfell. The crowd sees Grey Worm and Mess Andy, and they're like, is that Queen Bey and Sir Mix-a-Lot we've heard so much about? Sansa and Daenerys meet, and it's frostbite at first sight. It's the World Series of side-eye with these two, and somebody's gonna wind up with a detached retina. Jon is excited to see his little bro Bran again, but after like 2 minutes of Bran's weirdness, it's like, ugh, teenagers. Stop that! The Golden Company arrives in King's Landing, bringing soldiers and horses and boats. And Cersei's like, where's the elephants? And Long John Hipster is like, I got your elephant right here. And she goes for it. Now, she must really want to ride an elephant, or she's got an ulterior motive. Jon and Dany take a moment to star in How to Train Your Nephew Boyfriend to Ride a Dragon. They discover a whole new world, a whole fantastic point of view. Dude, seriously. Sam asks Bran what he's doing, and he's like, I'm not waiting on a lady. I'm just waiting on a friend. And Sir Jaime knights Brienne of Tarth. And you ain't crying, I'm crying. Jon reveals to Dany that he is indeed Aegon Targaryen, her nephew, and also the true heir to the Iron Throne. This does not go over well, and he now has more to worry about than just the armies of the dead. By the way, company's here, and they didn't bring cannoli. Dany tries to Dracarys, the Night King, but he walks out of the flames unboinked. What are you, Targaryen? He later lifts his arms, and the smell is bad enough to raise the dead. Literally. The Dothraki go riding off into the distance to meet the oncoming army of the dead. And little by little, one by one, all their swords are extinguished. And that was known, Marjorie, as the night the lights went out in the north. King, but he walks out of the flames unboinked. What are you, Targaryen? But perhaps the greatest loss was the episode's lighting director. Did we ever find out what happened to him? No? But one person who ain't having fun is Daenerys, and not just because the barista spelled her name wrong. She's hearing Tormund and everybody say, oh, Jon Snow, he could ride a dragon, he's the king. And she's like, what, are you kidding me? I've been riding dragons for like 6 seasons now, and I'm actually a queen. Danny starts feeling frisky, but Jon Snow's all like, you know you're my aunt, right? Jon promises Danny that he will not reveal the secrets of his parentage to the rest of his family. Fast forward to like 2 minutes later. He makes the family promise that they will not reveal the secret. Fast forward to like 2 minutes later. Cersei's watching from her window, and you know this conniver has some scheme up her sleeve. It's a day of the siege, y'all. As our heroes are ready to have fun storming the castle, Drogon's all like, here, let me get the door for you. Anytime with that scheme now, Cersei. With the onslaught from the Northern Army and Drogon, the Lannister army surrenders. Nothing? The bells signaling surrender ring out. Will Danny accept the surrender, or will there be a hot time in the old town tonight? She's a killer queen, dynamite with dragon breath, guaranteed you'll burn to death. Boing, baby, boing, Drogon Inferno, boing, baby, boing. The day King's Landing, boing. The roof is on fire. And today they burned King's Landing down. And all the people were screaming, they went, ow, ow, we're on fire. A dragon just set our whole city on fire. Ow, ow. Where was I? Oh yeah. Anything? Nothing? The Clegane brothers battle to the death. Anakin? Tonight, the series finale. The Iron Throne. Danny appears, and it's everything. She's like, yay, we liberated the people from a tyrant. And the souls of the King's Landing citizens are like, yeah, you know, when Cersei was in charge, we never got burned alive, so there's that. That is just so cool. Danny arrests Tyrion for treason after he frees his brother Jaime. Jon visits Tyrion in prison, and Tyrion's like, you know what you gotta do, right? And Jon's like, I can't. You have to. I can't. You have to. I can't. You have to. She's cray, yo. She's a few swords short of a throne. Death is the love of duty. Duty. Wait, is that the model for Gainsborough's Blue Boy? No, it's Jon Arryn of the Vale. I didn't recognize him not suckling at a teat. Teat. Grey Worm is like, we ain't setting Jon free. And Tyrion's like, who died and left you Master of War? Oh yeah. They discuss how to choose the future ruler. Edmure Tully throws his hat in the ring, and Sansa's all like, girl, no. Sam is like, how about a government for the people, by the people? You know, like a democracy. And, of course, he's laughed at. And they're right, because you know nothing, Electoral College. Tyrion is like, the reason I brought you all together is because one of you is the murderer, the new king. And the winner is Bran the Broken. You like me. You really like me. Bran chooses Tyrion as his hand, and Tyrion's all like, oh, shucks, no, I couldn't. In the end, Sansa becomes queen in the north. Arya puts on her backpack and goes west of Westeros in Arya the Explorer, next season on HBO. And in the final scene, Jon Snow leads the wildlings into the woods, and home before dark. And now, our watching is ended. And I want to thank yous all for watching with me, Ballad Harris. And spoiler alert, I have never worn pants during the filming of this series.
Maggie the cat is alive! Alive! Look, Hyam!
Big Daddy, make me a drink so I can stand myself.
No next fad heads. No next fad heads.
Alcoholic, alcoholic.
But Rick loves you.
Does he love me?
He does.
But does Brick love you?
What do you want? Proof?
If I would skip all night long we'd home. If I would skip man.
You know what I feel like? I feel all the time like a fiddler on a hot tin roof.
What is the victory of a fiddler on a hot tin roof?
I wish I knew. Just staying up there, I guess. Long as he can. I feel all the time like a fiddler on a hot tin roof.
Rusty!
Good morning. Anybody home?
Oh, hey, Edna. I was just getting a cup of coffee. Want some?
Oh, yes, please.
So, what's the latest?
Well, I just learned that the local community theater is presenting Sweeney Todd this season.
That's my favorite musical.
I know. Auditions are this weekend. Are you going to try out?
Am I? That's my dream role.
You know who else is probably going to audition, right?
Maurice Hollingsworth. That big ham always beats me for the best roles.
He probably will this time, too.
Well, thanks a lot.
Face it, Pete. The only way he won't get that part is if he doesn't audition. And there's no chance of that happening.
Unless something makes it happen.
Peter, are you cooking up one of your harebrained schemes?
Oh, Edna, I just have to play that role. It's not fair that he always beats me out for the good parts. I'm just trying to level the playing field.
Oh, you drive me nuts.
Nuts, eh?
Peter, what are you planning?
Well, Maurice is allergic to nuts. Peanuts, right?
Pete, are you planning to poison him?
No, but if he would just happen to eat enough peanuts that he wouldn't be able to sing at auditions. Here's what I'm planning.
Thanks so much for having me over for coffee, Pete. I must admit I was a little surprised at the invitation.
Well, I just wanted you to know that whatever happens with the Sweeney Todd auditions, there's no hard feelings. Cake?
That's very kind of you. I've been dying to play that part for years, and if I do say so myself, it's a perfect fit for me.
How's the cake?
Ooh. Delicious. Oh.
I made it myself. Peanut butter frosting. You do like peanuts, don't you?
Oh, yes. My twin brother Horace, well, you know Horace. Horace is terribly allergic, but I love peanuts. Oh, dare I have another slice?
Oh, yeah.
Why, you shouldn't. I want to be able to fit into that Sweeney costume. Oh, assuming, of course, I get the part.
Ooh.
Pete! Pete!
In here!
Pete! What did you do?
Well, he ate the cake, and it turns out he's not allergic to peanuts. That's his twin brother Horace. And then he kept on going on about how he was going to get the role of Sweeney Todd, and then I just laughed.
Oh, Pete, you've really done it this time. Have you called the police?
The police? I can't call the police. I'll get the chair.
But you can't just leave a dead body here. Have you thought about how you're going to get rid of him? Him?
Well,
Oh, Peter, you really need to come up with one of your crazy schemes right now. For once, I'd love it.
love it. Love it, eh?
Peter McGillicuddy? Peter McGillicuddy? Your next audition.
I bought hamburgers.
Hey, Mr. Quarantine Man, play a song for me. I ain't sleepy and there ain't no place I'm going to. And I would not feel so all alone. But everybody must stay home. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own? 'Cause you can't leave home and you're all alone reading Rolling Stone. Stay at home now, it's less dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I just hope I'm not contagious. Here we are now, entertain us, yeah. I'm your private dancer, dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do. Just a private dancer, dancer for money, and any old music will do.
Sondheim is sitting so close. Sondheim is one row away. Sondheim is in the same crowd to see the same play. Sondheim, the man is a god. Sondheim delivers the goods. Sondheim who wrote Sweeney Todd and Into